Let's do a quick mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hmm. Hello. Think hope everything works well. Double check just so people. Okay. Seems like it's getting everything works out well. Sounds good. I think the video quality is doing pretty well too. Solid. All right. So welcome everyone to Build Station stream number 3. This is gonna be like an interesting one. So um, today we'll be building some stuff with. Actually, we start building on something on Build Station. Thing is gonna be interesting. So if you don't know the Build Station website, let me just show you. Uh, what's do I use actually? This one. Okay, let's use one. Buildstation.org. Okay, let me just show you this one. Share screen. Okay. So essentially, this is the current Build Station website. I really want. So the idea is this one is I try to make it to be somewhat like a terminal ish. So now we're gonna do some. I wouldn't say vibe coding because I kind of have an idea what I want it to look like. Because I thought this one looks kind of weird. Feels like it's not super, super good. Of course, like everything is like lines up perfectly when you do like this. But I kind of want to change it up a little bit. Maybe like have different sections, build more content, and then discuss on what build station should be, what it could be, or what I want to add into it. Right? Like maybe because I'm actually having a dashboard whip up at the moment for what is it, like a hackathon slash bounty platform. But the difference with this platform is everything is on chain rather than like having a database. Everything will be on chain. Essentially, you will open a hackathon as like this smart contract. It's like a factory contract. You mint it out, and then you get it. There's like a bunch of stuff. Everything is gonna be on chain. So I try to be as on chain as possible. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff that I need to, or depends on how it's gonna be, and then I need to come up with some ways to cross chain deployment easy, because I want to replicate this to a bunch of different L2s on Ethereum. I want to get them involved. Uh, yeah, and then like kind of build based on that. Right? Everything just 100% on chain. Everything is public, so there's nothing I need to keep it private. So I think it works that way. Everything, at least the platform is built in such a way everything is public. So then you can just do everything on chain. At least that's what I think. I don't think I have anything that is like only you own it. Or at least that's the plan, right? Maybe later I can think of something else. But for now, that's the plan. All right, let's start working on these things. Let's do uh, let's go through the process actually. Let's go through the process. So how do I approach design? Oh, by the way, like if you are not aware, so this is Build Station 0 to 1 series. So 0 to 1 series essentially it's just a series of live streams where I'm just building things public and live streaming what I'm building, just so you can see my thought process, how I build things, how I approach a lot of these things. You know, for everyone, get a good reference on this process, especially you starting out, you haven't done this before, so this might work well as like a good starting point for you. So usually for website design, typically I go on X and there's like a bunch of people like sharing design. Dripple is also a good one. I think 3B, yeah, Dripple is also a very good one that you can also go to. And you can also go to for you to get like design inspirations. Right? Like they have like a bunch on here. You can start looking for community, so like this, and then just start like getting some inspirations, and then I whip over to V0, and you can use V0 to start essentially code based on V0 and stuff. But today we will explore like a bunch of website. Let me change the way I'm sharing. Just make it easy. Share screen, stop screen. Okay, let me share again. Window, get the whole window. Should I get the whole window? Entire screen. Just do entire screen. Okay. Let's do. Oh, let's not do loop and loop and loop. So regarding that, so usually I have a couple websites which I use as inspirations, mainly Dribble or Godly websites. This one looks very nice. So you can use some of these ones for you to get like, some inspiration on how you want to build. The of course a lot of these things have like some really awesome animations and stuff like that. So a lot of those it takes a while to build, and you build it, it's gonna take you forever. So it's better for you to just kind of like trim it down, focus on a couple stuff, and just kind of go from there. Right? Don't spend too much time doing these things. Spend more time doing other things. I think it would be more productive use of the time. So I was thinking, I because I had a look before, going on live stream. I think something like this would work super well for something like Build Station. So let's go to this 10x designers. So get some inspirations for how you want to build it. You can also get something like this community, uh, nonprofit. Set a group, NGO, not NGO. So 10x.design. Okay, so 10x.design is one of the website that I used to. I think is a great. Wait, how do I get to like the home page? I'm gonna go home. Don't. Oh man, you kidding? Yeah, such a nice thing, and you don't let me go there. Really? Start here. Update. Feed design, keyboard shortcut, leaderboard, 10x.design, maybe 10x.design. Let me see. I don't even see the website anymore. Do you just take down your website and just switch over to like make it go straight to the feed? That's kind of sad. I feel like, yeah, that's okay. Let's maybe pick something else. Uh, Let me see. Maybe pick something else. Community. So Build Station is like community, like a tech community. Is there like a tech community kind of thing vibe? Sounds nice, but for some reason they stopped. That's kind of sad. They pick something else. Godly website. Your crypto family styles are also very nice, but I don't think it fits the theme. Yeah, it's like a product. Product is different. Maybe there's like a community section. Community, maybe technology, minimal. font. Is it a mono font? Platform. Frameworks. Hosting. Unrelated. Is it tech? Is that, you know? Hmm. We are. This one doesn't look too bad, but enter GmbH. Seems so. Just the browser company. There was one I kind of liked before, Polar SH. This one, but it's about different. Not this one. This one was actually really nice. Is it in docs or is it in vision? Ah, this is the one. So I was modeling it a little bit like this because I think it's like super nice because you have, you can go between sections. Right? You can go navigate like this. Right? H L. Right? Okay, like this. You can select a section. Right? Two. And you go open source. So this one I kind of like a lot. Like there's like custom stuff over here. So maybe I redesign everything to be like this because I find that maybe a lot easier. So maybe we have something like this. You have the tagline here, and then you have the terminal, and then if it's on there's a build station here, and then you have a tagline, which was the missions. There's a mission statement over here, and then you have all the navigations, everything on this side. I think that would work. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, because I'll go on the other one. It's gonna take way too long. I think I'm just gonna jump straight into the building something like this. Makes it easier. Okay, let's jump into the code base. All right. So we leave the code base is like this. So kind of position it to be the on-chain DevRel framework. All right, build station. Let's npm run dev this thing. All right, let's make it bigger. Okay. Yeah, I made a lot of changes. It's got the home to be different as well. I made a lot of changes recently. Also, even this one's public, so it's fine. All these things public. So issue. That one's public too, but it's tied over to the what's that wallet connect key is public as well, but then it's tied over to this one, which is 05. Yeah, so for each of the app, I usually switch port for the one reason is I do a lot. There's a lot of stuff like I add locally, so I didn't want to have them to be overriding one another when it comes to just things just overriding one another. Like say there's like a local storage, things overlapping. Especially I do a lot of passkey stuff, so I just think like it just doesn't work super well when things overriding one another. So what I did was it's kind of like slap them onto different thing. So maybe I start copying this one. I think it's fine to copy because is they don't own. There's no ownership of this one. To be fair, so okay. Okay, so it's not what I'm seeing is this is a grid. There's a grid here and there's a grid here. Yeah, okay. So I think it can work like this. So how's that gonna be? Do I make a page or I think it's easier to split into two different components, and then kind of merge them together, and then that easy. Yeah, make that way. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to make an extra component though. I feel I'm just gonna add everything in. Okay. I got a padding, everything work. Okay, so let's do index. Let's do it. Okay. So grid cost is 1, but then empty is 2. Item center, no. Okay, and then I'm gonna have, ooh, okay, I'm gonna have 2. Okay, let's have this one to be the terminal. Okay, H1, this one's gonna be terminal. Okay, skip this one for now. So I'm gonna add maybe like a P. Okay, no. Index, right? Something cool like this. 0 index. So this one is probably gonna like a span. That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I thought. Got div like a span in H1 file. Okay, so you're gonna get a div. Alright. H1 index, and then you can have a span. And then it's gonna be 0, 0. So like this. Okay. 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 Good. Actually, man, that's actually fine. Kind of vibe kind of well. Okay. Maybe not that big. Font bold. Let's say it is bold for now. Okay. Index. Like the padding. Okay. PG. Primary. It's got a background. Okay. Text secondary. Okay. Mm, good. Get like padding. 2. No row. Good. Good. That actually looks good. Maybe it's slightly too big, but I think it fits pretty well. Index, home, essentially home, right? So then you're gonna have something like this. The on-chain DevRel framework. Okay, maybe not that big. Maybe 2XL. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. I think this one should be large, and this one should be 3XL. Okay. I am very, very concerned on mobile. Too big. Yeah, I get the space. I prefer to be on one line. That means this one should be like this one. I think on mobile you can also switch this one. Excel mobile. Okay, good. So slightly smaller. Okay, a little bit bigger. To Excel. Okay. Good. Okay. Now terminal one is gonna be. So you want. So this one, there's like a div that has like a border, and then there's like a div inside. And this one is like, maybe something cool there. You want an extra div here. Okay. And then you have like the menu here. I think that's the best. And then yeah. Yeah, I think this is gonna look nice. Solid. Build station enables you to grow. Uh, grow. Maybe Devra framework. On-chain developer framework. Maybe like this. Is it better? You think this is better? I feel this is better. The on-chain developer framework. Yeah, I need to steal some stuff from our story. Hmm. Okay, let's keep it like this for now. Then I'm adding this one in first. Okay, so you're gonna div. You're gonna get essentially a border 2. Alright, good. Yeah, it's gonna be border primary. Good. Okay, good. Think you're gonna get some padding. Oh, decent padding actually. So maybe it's 4. Okay. This one I would match it. So then it's gonna be something like this. Okay. Terminal. Good. Is it match? Smaller. Maybe. I think about so like this. It's okay. Okay. Now I need PG primary. So like this. Good. But that means gonna get the padding inside. Okay. So I think is the better way is 0 padding here. Okay. So it touches. And you have the padding here. The padding could be here. Okay. Uh, yeah, because it touches, then you get the padding here. Like this. Too big? I think it's okay. Terminal. Good. Now, I need these two to be two different separate ones. Let's try this one. Let's try this. X row items. space. Justify between items. Yeah. So it should be this one like this. Then it would be this one here. Okay. I think I need one of those extension then. There you go. I think I need one of those extensions. Okay, I also need an extra because it looks cooler that way. Or maybe just a terminal. I feel like why do we need an extra one? I know. Cat. Okay. Let's do this one. Cat. Okay. Maybe H2. Huh. Wait, what do I call? Base station. I feel like the branding all over the place. Let me just bill. Let me just bill. There you go. Because we want these. No, my issues is more. My issue is different, by the way. It's not. Okay. Get two. No, not this. Okay. Let's just have this one for now. Okay. Text empty. No, stop. Okay. So you get it in. Got padding 2. Okay, padding. PX4. PY2. I think that's okay. Easy gap. 2. Okay. Not too big. Cat empty. Good. Hey, that's doing well. Oh yeah, I also have the connect one. This one is okay actually. I don't have issues. I think it's all on kind of like on brand kind of thing, right? Got a feed here. Maybe I switch over to X. Okay, like X. Most of these I don't even use. Discord is not even used anymore. Maybe I remove these 2 and just have these 3. Focus. That'd be nice. Yeah, fix this one. Even job board and stuff. I don't think I should have those. Maybe I should get some more spacing. Gap between these two, 8. Maybe more, 12. 24. Why there's no gap? $48. Okay. I think it's kind of arbitrary though. Let's put 4 for now. Yeah, maybe it's better to shrink this rather than like shrink that. I feel like it's then it makes it weird. Yeah, then it also don't feel up right. Doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. At this. Hey, there's no space between them. Okay, maybe there's no space, but then max width to be 2XL, which is Start. Okay. Justify start. Okay. Uh, because this one will try to make these two to be. Okay, let's just not worry about this thing too much for now. Terminal, and now you have on these ones. Okay, so you get. I'm gonna get on these ones. So first gonna should I do like a tree? I have a think. Should I do like a tree? Uh, terminal select maybe. Terminal select option select. No. Let me get some image. Let me get some image. Maybe something like this. Hmm. Mm, what should it be? Yeah. Maybe something like this. Select option. Maybe do something. Actually easier. So go to okay. So like this. Actually let's just open a new one. Okay. Something like this. Okay, let's just do something like this. Test. Do you have tests? Okay. I have tests. Okay. It's gone. Let's make it something like this. There's an arrow in this one, okay? So let me think. So there's nothing here. And just like space it, there's always one. I start at the beginning. Okay. So do something like this. Okay. Need to wrap it in a div. Okay. And just do something like PHQ. It was like a so you have awesome position. Awesome position. Grants. Okay. Grants. Okay. Grants. Learn. Develop book. Flipbook. Should I do it like this? I think about, let's say, but you don't have to because yeah, awesome position I think is fine. Videos, articles, event. Okay. Padding. I don't know. Let's do this. So you get like a space in PL8. So one is a space in very far. Because then now you're gonna have like something like, different color as well. Okay, it's gonna need some. Okay. So import. Lucid. Right, chevron. Okay. Okay, you're gonna need something like this. Okay. Gonna get for this div. I want a right chevron automatically set at the first element inside the div, which is HQ. I want it to look like terminal option select. Look something like okay. HQ, but underline and this with item with hover. Right. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Not bad. Okay, let's see if it clicks. Okay, it's not clicked. Okay. Not bad. I think just need good alignments. Great. Let's use a loop with a list so I can make changes to the styling easily. Great, let's use a loop. Excellent. Okay, it's actually the same. Okay, P. Hmm. A list of object that includes the name following ID, name, URL, like this. Awesome. Awesome. Zip file. Let's see. Okay. All right. To align with the text. Boom. Pretty nice. Maybe cool. Interesting. Maybe get this one a bit more to the left. Yeah, let's see how short it is. See how long it is. Feel like it's a wasted space, you know? HQ. Maybe I get a task. Yeah. So like this is actually nice. I'm keen. So I would have something like this. Oh yeah, I should get the black and white theming. Hmm? Get this one. Theme provider. I think I know what is the issue. Anyway, theme provider. Theme provider. At the root layout. Okay. Yeah, initially I didn't want to have, but I think I'm gonna have it just for completeness. Right? Why not? Just for completeness. Theme provider of the body. Inside the body. Okay. Riser, theme. Okay, and you're gonna get one of these ones. Okay, toggle, theme toggle. Missing drop down menu. Just npm issue. Drop down menu. Alright, no more. And we'll just add it in. Oh, there you go. I think that's quite aggressive. Okay. That one made difference. Theme toggle. Theme toggle. Okay, theme toggle. And when it's site header. Okay. So like this. For function. Yeah. Like there. There you go. Kinda jarring quite a bit, but it's not bad. It's not bad, not bad. Okay. Let me fix that one a little bit. Fix the page. Okay. Need spacing. Need a spacing below, actually. MP, maybe get extra 8. Okay, no. PP, get extra 8. Okay. Something like this. I think that looks super nice. Be nice if kind of like you see how this lines up perfectly. That's actually be nice. Okay. Let's do like this. So I have 0 gap. right? So they line up. So now this one to be smaller. Okay, I'm gonna put this. I need this div to have max width to be, oh maybe I just to be 2/3 of the width at empty media query is, so I need this div max width. The width will be full on mobile and text to be left align. I just do that. Feels like there's gonna be a lot more issue. Ah, there you go. Okay, if it's on mobile. Look at that. Okay, gap 4, empty, gap 0, gap 8. Okay, get some space. Right. Good. I think there's an invert here. I think I need to add an invert here. Source class name dark invert. That works. I think this one too small. So the way I would fix something like this is stack them. Blah, flex row. Okay. Then if it's that is flex column gap 2. Okay, there you go. Works better. All right, you stack them. Index. JDevelop framework. Get all these ones. Is that 2? I think of something, but this one looks pretty good. Looks pretty good so far. It's very unique. I feel kind of cool. Very unique. I guess on-chain developer framework. Let's see. Yeah, this one kind of cuts off. The on-chain developer framework. It's okay. I think it's okay. Maybe not 2/3. Going down. Maybe not 2/3. Maybe with 3/4. 3/4. 2/3 is too much. Five, 6. Okay, 5, 6. Yeah, there you go. That looks better. So this one lineup. So that's great. Nice. I don't know. It feels like shit. Hmm. Anyway, I think this is pretty good. I kind of want to talk about a bit more on funding. So you see right here, you got a grant sections. So if you don't know, Build Station is actually funded by the Ethereum Foundation. So we're funded by Ethereum Foundation via a QF route before. So you can check out. Oh shit, I have to fix this one. So basically, we are funded by Ethereum Foundation. So here's a funding amount. And we also got donation from Scroll, which is 2,000 Scroll here. I think I fucked up the link. Treasury. Where's my treasury page? Treasury page. Okay. Scroll scan dot io. Scroll scan dot com. Okay. So basically, you got this one. So here's the ETH that we got funded by Ethereum Foundations. And yeah, it's also received differently. Anyway, so we got the funding and we're gonna use this to kind of like help build a community. Unfortunately, price of ETH went down a lot. Initially, it was kind of a lot more, but you know what? It is what it is. So we're gonna use this to fund, the activities of the community. We also got the scroll here, $600 plus. So of course we try to be very conservative this one, and hopefully it's not gonna blow through the budget. But essentially over time we're gonna spend the treasury, getting builders to build things. So then, but here's the thing, right? How do we sustainably do this thing for developers? Because if you just giving out grants, because if you don't know, I run two grants program actually before. So I ran a Kaya grants program while I was doing the Build Station grants program as well. Right now I'm working on the Bifrost grants program. And for a program like this, yes, it's nice that developers get funding, easy for them to keep building, but then you cannot keep funding. There's a line where the grant it's a very fine line between um, builders building a very good open source projects that gets adoption from the community, becomes a useful tool for developers or for users, right? Building some cool stuff, right? Cool projects. There's a fine line between that and just a full-on research project is never ending, just gonna get funding on the time and never sees adoptions, right? Because if there's no incentive, there's very little incentive you're receiving grants. There's very little incentive for you to be building it into like a full commercialized project. So you're not caring enough about your the feedbacks, your community, or you actually care a lot about feedback in the community, but then it's just too much feedback in community. So your product just doesn't have any directions. So it's gonna be like a big mess, right? Tons of different direction. People want you to do tons of different things. It's gonna be like a big mess, right? So that's the issues I have when it comes to grants. So how do you fund this assembly? So I think so. There are a couple solutions to it. So actually, a couple solution, at least the way I think about it, is I want to make a it's like the grant should be initially if you have a grant it will be used for initial traction, right? Like you're getting you to get started, build something, but then it's not something like you get that and you get paid and you never actually want to finish building it, but you get a good grant for you to launch, get traction, and then after that you need to get adoption from a users. So then what is a good signal? Because there's a lot of things in crypto where it's nice to charge, but then there are different ways to monetize, right? For like open source projects, you can charge people on integration fee. You can charge like, of course, it's open source, so you can also take it. So people have like something like integration fee. So say if they need your help to integrate your open source your open source product, then you can use that. Or your open source is used by user, then you're gonna be building some sort of monetization pipeline. But then what's a good before you because there's like a whole PMF process, right? You need to kind of iterate through it, and the cost of PMF might be quite long, right? For you to actually get to that point, might take you a while, and that's something grants might not be able to fund you on the way to that point. Similarly, with like some for the community like BuildStation, we build a lot of open source packages for the community. What's a good way for funding for this? I guess I can get grants from different ecosystem. I can go to Optimism, to Base, to Arbitrum, to like different ecosystem to ask them like, hey, can I get some grants to do XYZ? But I think it's nice, but then at some point it's gonna be like a whole grind, right? Yeah, of course they can also do the whole retro thing, but it's gonna be a grind. So the way I think about it, I think it's better to let the user to decide. So basically, the team that builds the open source package get a grant initially, right, to bootstrap everything, get everything going, get a team to be set up, get into the flow, build some initial MVP. They'll send out to the community to try. So then you get to that point, right? That doesn't mean you reach PMF, right? You roll off an MVP, and your MVP can be like way off the mark, and then you only spend all your grants, right? And then at that point, it might be really hard to get more funding. So what do? I think my proposal is there's a stopgap that you can also, before you get to like you reach a PMF, you get like a bunch of, you get a bunch of users to be able to use your product, or a bunch of developers to use your open source package. Before you get to that point, then you can charge integration fee, you can charge there's tons of ways to make money at that point, right? And then of course that depends on your situation, depends on what are you building. Before you get to that point, during this whole gap period, I think the way you can do is, one is you can get essentially you can launch an LST, or at least you can use an LST. The community can basically say I have a bunch of people have a bunch of ETH, right? Everyone has a bunch of ETH. They can take the ETH, go to like a platform like Lido, Bifrost, LST provider, Rocket Pool, bunch of LST provider, stake the ETH, and then convert that to LST, then delegate the yield to you. Basically, after like, let's say like a year or two, they will get their principal back. Let's say they put in 1 ETH, they get 1 ETH back later, right? Minus the yield. The yield be converted over to your tokens. So you definitely will have to launch a token at that point, fairly early on, right? But they're like a sales process. Basically, you launch a token, you get the yield in exchange for that one. I think there's need to be also be term as well, because you're gonna have emissions, right? So where you're gonna stake over a period of time, however long it is, and then it's like an ICO, but not, you don't need to give them money, but you get them the yield. So then it's, I guess, quote unquote, less risky, right? You can support a project that you like without losing. Let's say I have 2 ETH, right? And then I want to I want to put 2 ETH to have the community. You can do something like this, and then your 2 ETH. Oh, actually, let's make it very simple. Let's say you're like a small, like a normal person, right? You have like, okay, I would like to delegate $500, right? Let's say 0.5 ETH, which is like 1,000 right now. Okay, let's say $1,000. 0.5 ETH for you to support open source stuff. So then you put that into like an LST. So then the range is between like 3 to 4% or 5, whichever whatever time period it is anywhere between that range. So they get a yield. So then the yield. So after, let's say that the term is going to be 2 years. So then say 4% a year, 4% over a year is about 8%. So they make it simple, right? I'm doing mental math right now. It's like super simple. So you're getting, maybe I should take it to Excalidraw to make it a bit easier. Yeah, but anyway, so it's like 0.5 ETH. Then after like 2 years, you get 0.5 ETH back, and then your ETH can be going up or down. If it's up, it's actually super great. If it's down, too bad, right? But anyway, you still get your 0.5 ETH back minus the yield. In exchange for the yield, you get the tokens. So there's like an emission schedule. You can build that to be linear. So essentially, you have so you put the ETH in, the yield will get accumulate slowly over time. After the end of 2 years, there's also token emission that comes out, and then that's the, I guess, could it be? It's also accumulates. So, but based on every time it accumulates, it recalculates, and then there's like emissions, and they get it, they can withdraw. So at some point, if they're not happy with you because you're not doing well, they can. You also need to let the investor to be able to withdraw the ETH. So I think that's the one way to do it, right? So you let people flexibility get in, get out. Of course, there's a period, and then you just get people. You get raise a bunch of people to stick some ETH to you that they're not going to use. Can also get foundations to also stick some ETH as well because they're not losing the ETH. So I think that's fine. It's not as bad as like getting them to, but anyway, there's a lot of things. So then you can hit your users or your backers, your supporters to also stick some ETH, even like very little, right? Even someone just stick like 0.1 ETH, right, which is $200. It will still be over time. It will be part of like a bigger umbrella. So then if you get conservatively, you're looking at something like this. So let's say 2000, 1 ETH is like $2,000 roughly. So let's say you're like a normal developers, you're looking to get uh maybe $50,000 funding per year. You are going to need, that's in yield, let's say that's 4%, so that's 4% yield per year. $50,000, how much is the what's the original? So it's 100, 400, 500, was that 4? It's 550, so it's going to be this multiplied by 100, okay, divided by 4. So you're going to need people to stick you about 1.2 1,250,000. It's not bad, right? It's not like you raise 1,250,000, but you are essentially getting a yield off of this one, and it will fund you for about 2 years, which is not bad. Like $50,000 per year at 4% yield, 2 years you can build, and then if you don't keep people happy, you just take it out, and then you can stop. You can also do another step is like I don't know if you would, because you also can issue an LST of this. And then I think it's 2, because you also can get it out anytime you want, so that you get stuck or anything, right? If you want to issue basically like because it's essentially it's locked, and then there's an emission on the tokens. You can also do like issue a token representative of that positions. It's like LST or LST, and then you let people speculate. I think the only problem with that is because there's no lending demand for that. There's decent upside, downside is limited, and then after the period of time, let's say you raise for 2 years, right? After 2 years, your goal is to be able to get to a point that you can essentially accrue value into the tokens, right? To pay back the people that support you, right? Because they give you the yield, you can build it, accrue back in some way. Do like a buyback and stuff like that. I think this is actually not bad of a model to support people. Um, it could be interesting. I feel is that, but is this the whole? There's like DICO. If you know, there was like a whole DICO concept. DICO, better ICO. Okay, let's check out DICO. Yeah, something like this. So DICO based around a single project. Uh, Funding is spread over time. So essentially, it's some sort of idea of this like funding spread over time. Contribute Ether contract at token exchange, cap sell uncapped Dutch auction, interactive offering, blah blah blah. Yeah, but the idea is like take out contract. Yes, that's the idea, right? Daiko, better ICO. There's always some sort. I feel like there's always something you can do here. I definitely want to make this as a big note. So I feel like there's something here that we're not exploring that much. Because the other way is like, you rely on the reputation of the builder. Let's say, I'm a let's say it's Kobe, someone is like super famous, they doing something like this, then you can kind of like, okay, I think these guys is serious. But then it doesn't guarantee success though. But then the goal is to, but I think the DAO can kind of fucks over like quite bad though. There needs to be like the DAO cannot be too overpower that delays everything. Is because the power, people wants to get their money back, and it's going to be the whole harassment. It's to be very hard, you know, take the guy away from like, take the builder away from actually focusing on building things, and then just focusing on uh, dealing with the investor or dealing with the DAO essentially, or DAO just reject everything. There's like they don't want to see any risks, anything like that, or they misunderstood a bunch of things. So I think there's like a happy medium that we are not exploring, and I feel like it's something that Build Station wants to explore in some way. I think we could do everything on testnet. What I'm gonna do is so essentially anyone who meets me in real life, or if you happen to send me a DM, everything. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna deploy a fake WETH, WETH, or like a fake LST on testnet, and then I'm gonna give you that. Basically you go through the process, and then you can actually no, I'm gonna give you the WETH because there's ERC20. Yes, you pretend that to be ETH. Okay, it's an ERC20. You pretend that to be ETH, and then use that ERC20 token for you to be able to turn that into an LST. Then LST, I can make the whole contraption and everything, and then you'll be able to delegate to me, and then we can like experiment a bunch of different mechanism on chain, and then see which one, at least in the short term, at least for the time being, the session is okay. We're not spending much money at all, so that we have the funding, everything is good, we got support from other people, so then I think it's okay, right? But long term, how do we do this? How do we do like a truly community led development? Actually we can involve everyone in the community, do things to participate, to help projects, because I think being able to bootstrap an initial community that have a stake inside the projects in some way, even small, can really help. Especially you getting your early backers and have someone along the way to give you guidance. Even you manage to get like some big OGs, like people guys from Kyber, from people who build big builders who build a community, people from crypto Twitter, right? Get to back you, to give you advices, constantly helping you, and shilling your projects, shilling your ideas over to people. I think it gets adoption much better, right? And then it helps you lower your marketing costs and really let you bootstrap. In a way, it's like fundraising, but like you can also, yes, fundraising. How it's not bootstrapping. I'm sorry, it's not bootstrapping, but really help you in the long run, right? There's like a stake in here. That is some idea, right? Anyway, I think that's it for today. I think I need to start changing the schedule of the stream over to the morning or something, because it's like for me right now, I'm like super sleepy. I want to get some sleep. I think I'm gonna switch over to like morning stream, really early morning. So then, if you live in, like a US like time zone, it would still be like early night for you, like maybe like 9 p.m. So you still can like watch a stream and stuff if you want to, ask questions if you want. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna close the stream for now, and then maybe I think more. I will talk about it more on my X. Maybe share more ideas. Maybe share some implementation of this Daiko concept, or like the idea I have with in terms of using LST, because I feel like LST just give you an easy, like a very easy way to get a yield. So then there's no risk on the original principle. Just kind of easier. I think it's an easier sell. Maybe I think that. Maybe not. I don't know. Right. So we think of something. Right. Anyway, cool. But I really want to. I really like Daiko and things that get the community to be involved, get early backer and stuff. Anyway, thank you so much. This is episode 3 of the 0 to 1 series from Build Station. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you if I'm switching over to the morning, I will not see you tomorrow, but the day after. So yeah, we will keep building stuff publicly until happy to show you what I'm building and stuff like that. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing now. Anyway, guys, have a great day. All right, let's turn this off. There, end the stream. End stream.